What's up, YouTube? Cold Ass Ice Princess coming at you from Minnesota. Hey, you know what, guys? I wanted to talk a little bit about the whole thing with this Little Mermaid controversy. I called it a Little Mermaid controversy because it's just a bunch of BS if you ask me. Real talk, when I seen that the young lady Haley was going to be playing the Little Mermaid, I didn't even think nothing of it. I saw it and I'm like, good, good for her. That's it. That's it. But other people here in America seem to think differently. You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't want to accept the fact that this is supposed to be the United States of America. They don't want to accept the fact that this is a diverse culture. There's people in America there's people here from all over the world. And it's about time that everybody is represented in the TV, in the videos, music, whatever it may be. Now here in Minnesota, we have this Christian radio station called I think it's 98.5, right? Now all they play is Caucasian music, and what I mean by that is the only type of music that they play. I'll just put it like this: they don't play people that sound like me. You understand? But it's like other Christians want to listen to this radio station because it's the only radio station that we have here in Minnesota that's a Christian radio station. So why don't you be more diverse? You know what I mean? They play the same music over and over and over again. Toby Mac and I can't even think of the names right now off the top of my head, but maybe once in a while at Christmas time, they might play a little bit Kirk Franklin, and that's just about it. So, anyway, it seems that a lot of people, a lot of Caucasians in America are a little bit pissed off because this cute little black girl can sing. She's cute. She's talented. I mean, why not give her the part? You understand what I'm saying? In Disney World, they know what they're doing. You know what I mean? They trying to make their money, and I don't have a problem with that. Because in order for Disney World to keep being on top of that game, they going to have to appeal to the masses. You understand what I'm saying? And all these people saying stuff like, I read some comment on Twitter where this person was like, oh, my childhood is ruined. That just sounded so crazy to me that your whole entire childhood is ruined because Disney World wants to use a African American young girl as the mermaid, the Little Mermaid, when the Little Mermaid is a fucking fish. The Little Mermaid is a fish. The Little Mermaid is a fish. I'm looking at the camera. I'm looking at you. The Little Mermaid is a fish. And it's based on a fictional character. A fish that was made up by the Danish. You understand what I'm saying? So, and it just took me back to when I heard the person say that, or when I read that statement on Twitter. It took me back to when President Obama got elected. I was sitting in church, and all of a sudden, I heard this white woman from the back of the church scream to the top of her lungs, "There is no God! God does not exist!" This is the way she felt because President Obama got elected for president. White America, and I'm not talking about all of y'all because all of y'all is not in this. But I am talking about those of you who think everything is about you and the world revolves around you and the country revolves around you. I'm here to let you know that, bitch, it don't. The world does not revolve around you. It is not all about you. And it is about time in this country that a organization, whether it be to make money or what, starts to see the diversity in this country. Because none of us should be called white American, black American, Asian American, Native American. We're all Americans. Period. 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 We're all Americans. So the reason I'm doing this video is really because of a statement that this young lady by the name of Tammy Lomain, I don't know the bitch name that well. But anyway, she's on this like right-wing news show, and I'll put the link to it. She said that the Little Mermaid is white, just like Santa Claus and Jesus. And I'm tripping like the Little Mermaid is something that was made up. It's fictional. It ain't even real. So would white America get upset if the crab is not red? Or if that other creature, that big octopus lady, maybe she won't be purple this time. Maybe she'll be like sky pink. Would they get mad about that? I'm just wondering. And then when I think about what the Tammy person said, it just lets me know that how the level of ignorance in this country is just, it's so deep. The levels of ignorance in this country. So when she said that the Little Mermaid is white, just like Santa Claus and Jesus, first of all, the dude Saint Nicholas was a saint that was born 200 and some years after Christ. And he lived either near or close to a country called Turkey. And if I'm not mistaken, Turkey is in the Middle East. Okay? Turkey is in the Middle East. Saint Nicholas was a person who took his life savings or his inheritance, and he would give gifts to people, or he would help people out with whatever they needed or whatever he could help them with. And at one point in time, he helped these three sisters who were going to be sold into slavery. Their father was going to sell them into prostitution. And so when St. Nicholas found out that these young girls were going to be sold into prostitution, he gave them money for a dowry so that they could be able to get married to men that would help them and protect them. That's what St. Nicholas did, among many other things. Okay. So, Santa Claus was, I believe, used to be called Santa Claus, Caals. And I believe that had to do with something with the Dutch, with a fictional, imaginary person that would leave gifts to people. And it was still based on the person, the Saint Nicholas, that was born 200 and some years after Christ in Turkey, which happens to be in the Middle East. And then so she said that Jesus is white. Now, I know that Americans have fell for this lie, and I don't fault people for, falling for the lie, because you only know what was told to you, especially if you haven't done research to investigate things yourself. But when you think about it, and I'm going to break this down really simple, if Jesus was born in Bethlehem, Bethlehem is also in the Middle East. And it says in the Bible that Jesus and his family went into Egypt to hide. Now, just say it was 10 people standing with me that looked like me, that had my skin complexion, and there was an albino in the middle of us. How in the hell is the albino supposed to hide? So if these people say that Jesus had blonde hair, blue eyes, and pale skin, yet he was living in the Middle East, born in the Middle East, and he went into Egypt to hide so that he would not be killed and persecuted as a child. How the hell is a blonde hair, blue eyed baby with pale skin back in them days gonna hide in Egypt? I'll wait. It's not gonna happen. In order for you to hide amongst a people, a group of people, you have to look like those people. You have to assimilate with those people. Even if a European went to Egypt right now and stood up with a bunch of Egyptians, people with olive colored skin, dark hair, dark eyes, dark eyelashes, they would be able to tell that this person here is not of us. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, this is the type of foolishness that we are dealing with in America. And the foolishness just keeps on continuing and growing and growing and growing like a cancer, like a plague that can't be cured. For white America to have issues with a fucking cartoon character, that just lets you know the degree of stupidity that is going on in this place. I mean, there's levels to this shit, if you understand what I mean. So anyway, Cold as Ice Princess, coming at you from Minnesota. Grace and peace.